Nigga!
There he is.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Sacramento Kings playing against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. MP is out there with Malik Monk, and it's George in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, down low it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
He did it. He set a new NBA record for assists in a season, breaking John Stockton's mark from back in 1991. He told me, quote, "I give all the credit to my teammates. Without them making their shots, I don't get assists." He has always been a team-first guy. Back to you guys.
Yeah, he likes seeing them succeed. And the basket by Curry.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's MP. Last game out, 36 points for him. Here's Sabonis. They kick it out to Murray. Here's MP. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Offensive rebounding comes down to muscle and hustle, and Sabonis got a lot of both.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Count it.
Murray is so smooth in that two-man game. That's a nice play.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the inside. Sabonis against Green. Back to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
And so MP will bring it up for the Kings. It's a 3-point game. Sabonis outside. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Golden State. This game following their win against the Rockets.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit. And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
The Kings have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. MP outside. Sabonis with a screen on Curry. Here's MP. Murray from outside. The shot won't fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Green shoots over Sabonis. And the Warriors miss again.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Monk, a screen on Curry. MP, the pass to Monk. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Warriors leading. Green up top. Pass to Curry. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Golden State. Monk passes to MP. Back to Monk. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Curry surveys. Pass to Butler. From deep. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. MP, the pass to Monk. MP against Curry. Oh, Green with a block.
This is the lockdown defense you expect from Green. So good at anticipating attacks.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's MP, and it's blocked by Butler.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Curry. They get back on track. Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 8 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Now here's MP. Murray, a screen on Curry. Oh, there's the alley! And it's Murray finishing it off.
And he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
The Warriors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Curry. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
Curry against MP. Out to Sabonis. From outside the arc. Hits the trifecta.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Back to Hield. Butler passes to Hield. Now here's Curry. Fires for 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yeah, and that was a big-time flush. I love whenever Murray takes flight like this.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Now here's Sabonis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. MP, the pass to George. Play clock here. The Kings need to get one up. They get it again. Shot's good by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, we're in the closing weeks of the regular season. There's no rest for teams competing for positioning.
Yeah, this is the time where if you have a couple of nights of bad effort, you might drop 2 or 3 positions. It's not the playoffs yet, but it's critical this part of the season.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Saric comes in for Murray. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for George. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Monk. Now here's Podziemski. He had 10 points in the win against Houston.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack.
Some changes. Butler's checked in for Livers, and it's Stephen Curry in for Moody. Sacramento also making some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks, and MP subbed in for Carter. And it's Terrell missing. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Dennis Schroeder, Domantas Sabonis out there with Dario Saric. Then it's MP, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. Out to Kuminga. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. MP outside. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. MP scanning the floor. MP making his presence felt.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler against Saric. Now here's Butler. Tightly guarded. And yep, it's good. Butler's got 7.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting. And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
The 3 from Curry. Jackson Davis.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Power move from MP.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Butler. Jackson Davis, a screen. Inside. Powered down after the assist, led him to the lane.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
To the paint, Terrell. MP capitalizing in close.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Oh, sweet move. Curry finds some space. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 12.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Kuminga. Sacramento also making some changes. Murray's checked in for Saric. Paul George comes in for DeRozan. And it's Monk in for Schroeder. Curry with a steal. Outside Pajemski. Fires the 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Lets it go from the wing. Curry's shot is off. Kings trail by 4. Kicks it to George. MP against Curry. Here's MP. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game. They double him with Monk. Pass to Green. Back to Pajemski. The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Murray.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
MP shot is off.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king!
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento, and the Warriors make some changes. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Bojan Bogdanovic in for Pajemski. The Kings also with a sub. DeRozan is checked in for Sabonis. And they call an illegal screen here. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. You look at the Kings, they've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. And checking out the Warriors, not posing much of a threat right now.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they know they're not making it. So we'll see how the rest of the year is managed. This just wasn't their year.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Curry. For 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Bogdanovic, that's good.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Over the past month, these small forwards have really showed us what they can do from the arc. Let's see how their long-range percentages all stack up. Paul George on top.
A guy playing the 3 position who can knock down threes. He provides space for his team and opens up their offense.
And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had 36 points, and he was dealing assists all around. It was a fantastic game for him. He found multiple ways to chip in, and you know he wants to repeat that tonight. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And it's good. 2 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
The Warriors lead by 13. Stolen by MP. In transition, here they come. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Eubanks, he's checked in for DeRozan. Here's Monk. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
How about Monk with the handle and the quick first step?
Pass to Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Just 4 to shoot. Terrell grabs the board. Kings trail by 9. And here's Monk. Screen by MP. Up and in on the layup. 14 points for MP.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Here's Bogdanovich. Healed on the wing. Monk covers. And it's hammered home by Green.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
Monk for 3. Drills it from deep. Monk's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Outside Hield. 46 seconds left to play in the half. The 3 from Curry. Rebound by Sacramento.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Monk for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 8 assists here tonight. Outside Bogdanovich. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Bojan Bogdanovich picks one up.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside. He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Right side Curry. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
MP is making great decisions tonight. As an NBA top point guard, that's job number 1. Get the ball to where it needs to go.
And for him, often the best option is to call his own number. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The Warriors leading. Sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. Hield from outside. He drops it from range.
This is what Hield does. Exceptional at spacing the court with his three-point shooting.
Murray, a screen on Curry. Here's MP. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Monk. Screen by MP. George passes to MP. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Hield.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Here's Butler. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Monk finds MP. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Picked by Sabonis. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds now.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Butler passes to Curry. Curry from inside.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
Here's Terrell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP.
And MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. Well, this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
Butler hits them both. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Bogdanovich, no good. Kings trail by 9. MP outside. Pass to Murray. Butler with a steal. To the middle. Here's Green. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Sabonis. Here's Monk. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here are the Warriors now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And here's Curry for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for MP.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Pass to George. Back to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 20 points for MP.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Up top, Curry, covered by MP. That one falls. And the Warriors lead by 12.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
MP drives in. And here's Sabonis outside. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
Curry, no good. Kings trail by 9. Here he goes. Here's Terrell. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Curry, no good. The Kings have gone cold here in this 3rd quarter. Just 3 of 9. MP, the pass to Monk. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Down low. Here's Butler. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. They're really working the paint now.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. When you think of versatile bigs, Domantas Sabonis comes to mind pretty quickly, RJ.
He's at the top of the list in that regard. Capable of scoring on all 3 levels while also hitting the boards hard. And his passing, well, that's what makes him special.
And since the All-Star break, here's a look at the best rebounders in the league. Domantas Sabonis on top.
Since the break, we've seen a renewed focus from him on the boards, and I know his entire team appreciates that lift.
Butler with the ball. He's got 9. Hield passes to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Nice take by MP.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Outside Hield. MP against Curry. And here's Butler outside. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings leading. Here's Terrell. 28 points for him. Sabonis outside. MP, the pass to Murray. That one is off. Some solid defense from Butler. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over George. Bogdanovich, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. Outpacing him right now, a 15-2 run. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Ryan, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. And he's going for the oop here. Curry with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pulls up for 3. And it's Hield. That time on the assist from Green. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And Pajemski subbed in for Bogdanovich. Sacramento also making some changes. Šarić checks in for Murray. DeMar DeRozan comes in for George. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Monk.
Oh, Curry is one of the toughest covers in this league, especially when he's working the pick and roll.
Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Terrell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Hield. And the Kings also making a change. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Pass to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Curry's shot is off. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. And it's Terrell missing. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Curry's shot is off. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 17-7 run. Left side, Pajemski. The kick out, Curry. Jackson Davis, a screen. Jacks up a 3. Curry's shot is off.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Schroeder. Kuminga's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. DeRozan finds MP. DeRozan, a screen on Curry. Kicks it to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Pass to Moody. And here's Pajemski. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 13 in the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Kicks it to DeRozan. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's always a great time when DeRozan is shooting the 3 with confidence, and he's answering it there.
Outside Moody. Kuminga against Saric. Right side Curry. Back to Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. MP, a screen on Curry. Too easy for DeRozan.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. Rebound by Sacramento.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And here is Kuminga, covered by MP. There's the 3, and the basket by Curry. Curry's got 34 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up 3s.
Out to Kuminga. Outside Pajemski. Inside. There's Jackson Davis. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he score the what?
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a
Checked in for the Warriors. Jones, he's checked in for Sacramento. MP comes in for Carter. For Sacramento, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. On the court for Sacramento, They've got MP. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. Domantas Sabonis out there with DeMar DeRozan. And it's Jones in at the four-man spot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And at this point of his career, Butler wants to win. And boy, does he ramp up his performance in the playoffs, especially in recent years.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's DeRozan. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Moody passes to Butler. And here's Curry for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
And here's Butler outside. Jimmy Buckets with the tray.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Oh, nice shot by MP.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Podziemski. Outside Curry. From deep. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Kings trail by 6. And here's MP. Jones with a screen on Curry. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Kuminga. To the middle. Here's Butler. Oh, Butler, what a dunk!
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Terrell. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in the game. Right side, Butler. Butler right to the heart.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
That one goes in.
Playing to his strengths, Sabonis goes to work inside.
Golden State with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. That one's good for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Kuminga. The kick out, Curry. Releases. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Heald's checked in for Moody. Sacramento also making some changes. Keegan Murray comes in for Jones. And it's Paul George in for Schroeder. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And MP knows that good things happen when you put pressure on the defense. And this time it leads to a foul. They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green is checked in. Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Warriors lead by 6. Curry passes to Butler. Green with a screen on Murray. And here's Butler outside.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Pass to George. Back to MP. It's Monk on the wing. MP, a screen on Curry. MP outside. Now Monk, just 5 on the clock. MP shot is off. Hield on the wing. To the inside. And there's Curry on the assist by Hield. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind. Close this game out. Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Murray passes to George. MP inside. Butler covering. Back to MP. Oh, Green with a block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Here's Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 7 assists in the game.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Warriors making a switch here. Bogdanovich has checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you for that, Allie. MP outside. And he's going for the... Oh! Murray finishing the lob!
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
The Warriors lead by 5. Now Curry, outside heel, from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound! Green, and that one drops for him.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Shooting for the Kings. MP.
And both free throws good for MP.
He's put in the work and worn down the defense. Now they're getting a little sloppy, and it's allowed them to get to the line more this half.
Golden State has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Up top, Curry, covered by MP. Around the back and lays it in. Nice. Curry's got 44.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Pass to Sabonis. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Curry outside. Heel to screen on MP. From deep. Oh, he cannot hit. Kings trail by 4. Now George. Goes again. Curry with the block.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Now Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Sabonis on the double team. Now Heel. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. And they're pushing it up. MP with it. Now guarded by Curry. Can't hit it.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
From downtown. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
Curry there for the rebound. The Warriors lead by 9. Now Heel. Puts up the tray. Buries it from outside.
Tremendous shooter. Hill can hit from anywhere.
Here's MP. There's 1:17 left in the fourth.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Green outside. On the wing, Curry, covered by MP. Bogdanovich can't get the 3. Sacramento has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Warriors.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first two matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
A difficult loss for you guys. It seemed like even when the energy was there defensively, you just couldn't quite make enough plays to come out ahead. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, they made more plays than we did. We'll have to watch the tape and see what we missed. Make our adjustments and hopefully start making more plays next game out.
Well, good luck, MP. Thank you. Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks a lot. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Ampson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.